South Africa xenophobia crisis. Politicians Nigerians are horrible, remark sparks outrage as 262 returnees arrive. In Lagos, the xenophobia crisis in South Africa has taken a disturbing new turn after a South African political leader publicly described Nigerians as horrible while bidding farewell to a group of Nigerians being repatriated to their home country. The controversial remarks have sparked outrage across social media and among members of the Nigerian community, raising fresh concerns about the safety of African migrants living in South Africa. At the same time, the first batch of 262 Nigerians, mostly women and children, has arrived in Lagos following escalating anti-immigrant violence. What exactly happened? Why are Nigerians leaving South Africa? And what does this mean for Africa's vision of unity and economic integration? Stay with us as we break down the full story. Africa Global Opportunities TV. What happened? A South African woman identified as Tabile Sibeko, who introduced herself as the president of the Imizwe Nati Party, made controversial remarks during a farewell gathering for Nigerians departing South Africa. Speaking to journalists at an airport in South Africa, Sibeko reportedly stated that Nigerians were horrible and expressed support for their departure from the country. The comments came amid growing tensions surrounding immigration and foreign nationals in South Africa, where several communities have witnessed recurring outbreaks of xenophobic violence over the years. But this story is about more than just one politician's remarks. Behind the headlines are hundreds of families forced to abandon their lives, businesses, and livelihoods due to fears for their safety. Let's look at the scale of the crisis. 262 Nigerians return home. The first batch of 262 Nigerians arrived at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos on Thursday morning. The group reportedly consisted largely of women and children who chose to leave South Africa following rising anti-immigrant sentiment and security concerns. Many of those returning had spent years building lives, careers, and businesses in South Africa. For some, the journey back to Nigeria represents a painful decision, driven by fear, uncertainty, and increasing hostility toward foreign nationals. A history of xenophobic attacks. South Africa has experienced multiple waves of xenophobic violence over the past 2 decades. Foreign nationals from Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Ethiopia, Somalia, and several other African countries have frequently been targeted during periods of social and economic tension. Analysts point to several factors behind these attacks, including high unemployment rates, economic inequality, competition for jobs, housing shortages, frustration over crime, and public services. However, human rights organizations have repeatedly warned that blaming immigrants for broader economic challenges only fuels discrimination and violence. Several previous attacks have resulted in deaths, injuries, destruction of businesses, and mass displacement of foreign nationals. The controversy has also reignited a larger debate across the continent. Can Africa achieve true continental integration while xenophobia continues to threaten the movement of people across borders? The broader African implications. The incident comes at a critical moment for Africa. The African Continental Free Trade Area, commonly known as AfCFTA, seeks to boost economic integration and increase trade among African nations. Yet experts argue that recurring xenophobic attacks undermine the spirit of African unity and cooperation envisioned by the continent's leaders. Many observers say the protection of migrants, investors, students, and workers across Africa is essential if the continent is to realize its full economic potential. The latest developments may place renewed pressure on governments, regional organizations, and diplomatic missions to strengthen protections for African citizens living outside their home countries. The remarks attributed to Tabile Sibeko have generated significant reactions online. Many Nigerians have condemned the comments as offensive and divisive. Others have called on both Nigerian and South African authorities to promote dialogue, tolerance, and mutual respect between communities. Diplomatic observers warn that inflammatory rhetoric could further strain relations between citizens of Africa's two largest economies. As hundreds of Nigerians return home and debates over immigration continue, one question remains. Can Africa overcome the divisions that fuel xenophobia and build a continent where every African can live, work, and invest safely regardless of nationality? The answer may shape the future of African integration for decades to come. Thank you for watching Africa Global Opportunities TV. What is your view on this issue? Do you think African governments are doing enough to protect citizens living in other African countries? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this report informative, please like this video, subscribe to Africa Global Opportunities TV, and turn on notifications so you never miss our in-depth coverage of African affairs, investment opportunities, diaspora issues, and global developments shaping the future of the continent. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep exploring opportunities across Africa and the world.